Hello everyone, welcome back to the Leeds Lewis channel. We are back with episode 17 of the Leeds United career mode. Yes, 17 of these now, which is absolutely mental. And today we've got two games and the end of the January transfer window. Of course, we've already signed Rob Holding, but we need a striker. So it's between Armando Broja and Victor Gyökeres as to who we will be signing as the striker. But first, we've got the game against Man City before I decide who I want to sign out of those two. Then we'll have the transfer deadline day and then one last game to finish the episode. But Man City, of course, leading the league, running away with it at the top so far. We lost 2-0 to them at Ellen Road, so getting a result here is probably going to be very difficult. It's going to be like a damage limitation probably, but a lot of tired players after the couple of midweek cup games across the last few episodes. So we are going to rotate slightly. We do still need to play a couple of tired players because they Man City are an extremely good side. They're not the side that you can just rest people against, and if you do rest people, then you will get hammered. But Greenwood is playing really well lately, so he will come in. Bamford does earn his spot to start. Brendan isn't dropped badly because he's been playing badly. It's just that there's people on the bench who are playing better than him in better form, like Sam Greenwood so far is playing really good. But Man City first at the Etihad, it's going to be very difficult. They've just won a treble in real life. Let's see how they do. It's going to be key to keep that man, Erling Haaland, quiet. This is a massive game then. What could be foreshadowing of the Carabao Cup final live from the Etihad Stadium. Leeds United take on Man City. Blue Moon in full voice, of course, in real life. They have just won a treble, Manchester City, after that dramatic win against Inter Milan. But we are going to hope to stop them performing their quadruple a few episodes time when we play them in the Carabao Cup final. But this is going to be a tough game in the league. They beat us 2-0 at Ellen Road, so it's going to be difficult to get anything on the road at the Etihad. But we'll give it our best shot and try and keep our winning run going. Coming forward early on here, Haaland plays it into Rodri, out to Foden, an early opportunity for City, and it's off the post. We're off the post inside 3 minutes there, and they've won it back. But McKennie does well to seal them out, but a close for City early on. Boba slides in, makes a good tackle on Foden. Lovely stuff there, Boba. Somerville breaks away, using his pace to get forwards. Plays it in to McKennie, who's played a quick pass into Bamford. Bamford's been set free here. Get around the ball, Patrick. He has, and he scored. City had that early chance where they hit the post, but Patrick Bamford uses clinical finishing to put us ahead inside 10 minutes. There's a long way to go in this game yet, but it's a lovely counter-attack, a beautiful counter-attacking goal. It's Somerville, McKennie and Bamford link up, quick passing through. Bamford shoots from a tight angle. Should Edison really be getting beaten from there? Probably not, but it still goes in all the same. And we lead the champions 1-0. Patrick Bamford's 13th goal of the season. And what a start to this game this has been. City just having a bit more possession in the middle of the park now. Haaland shoots, and is supposed to make a save. City do not look out of this though. 1-0 down. They do not look out of this whatsoever. They definitely have 2 goals in them in this game. Whipped into the near post, cleared out by Nonto. Greenwood makes a lovely tackle. Well done there, Sam Greenwood. However, City have won it back, and they're working it into the box. It's dropped to Haaland, and saved by Meslier, and Firpo clears it off the line. And they are getting closer. They're pushing forward again now. De Bruyne into Haaland, cleared finally by Robert Koch. Oh, Bamford's won it back in a dangerous position. This for 2-0 for Leeds United. He's dropped it off to Adams, who scores. And Manchester City have had all of the ball, all of the attacks, but 2 mistakes from the City defence. And it's 2 goals for Leeds United. Bamford with the assist this time. Plays it out to Adams, who scores, and we are absolutely shocking the Etihad. It's Rodri with the mistake. Bamford plays it into Tyler Adams, who shoots high into the net. It's a lovely pass. Rodri, it's an absolutely awful mistake to give it away to Bamford in a position like that. And Tyler Adams shoots really well, and Pep Guardiola is visibly very angry with what he's seen from his Man City side in these opening 20 minutes. Sam Greenwood, I do not know what has gotten into our team today. Greenwood plays it into Bamford, who if he could beat his man there, he could have been in. Haaland, good tackle. Boba Greenwood plays it over the top to Bamford. Bamford's got it though. Another little mistake from the City defence. And it's 60-40 on possession, but that doesn't matter because we're looking to go 3-0 up. Nanto shoots and Edison is forced to make a save. And it was nearly 3-0 within half an hour. I do not know what has happened here. And Man City fans are booing as Nanto jumps up. But the Man City fans are booing. And we're half an hour into this one as Greenwood tries his luck from distance. But the Man City fans booing there, which is not a good sign for Pep Guardiola's men. De Bruyne has played it into Haaland there. Lovely passing from Man City. Alvarez plays it out to Walker, who has got bags of pace over Junior Firpo. Walker plays it back into Haaland, who has a golden opportunity and does score. Man City right back in the game now at 2-1, half an hour in. What a game. It's been loads of opportunities and 3 goals already. Haaland with the goal. Who else would it be? Leeds-born Haaland scores against his childhood club. But Man City fans going wild. I don't know why they're going so mental. And I mean, you're 2-1 down against Leeds, but guys, calm down, wait. I don't know why they're going so mental. Anyway, at the near post, Meslier maybe should be doing better from there, but it's very powerful and high, so it is quite a difficult save. But Haaland scores 2-1, and this is really interesting now. Next goal is crucial. And now Man City can counter. It's so end-to-end, but we've been caught. They've got a 3-on-1. Koch is in no man's land here as Foden pushes forward and forces Meslier to make a save, but very close from both sides there. But it does remain 2-1. Hopefully that means now we can get in at half-time at 2-1 and just try and hold on for the second half. But Man City are looking to push forward and get a goal right before half-time. Boba is back, but it's slipped and all the same, and it bounced off Haaland onto Meslier, but eventually it does go out as the referee blows his whistle, and it does end up being 2-1 at half-time after a very eventful first half. 7 shots to 4. We have just been extremely clinical for once, which is not what we normally do. But yeah, 2-1 at half-time. Hopefully we can hold on to this lead in the second half. Firpo into Nanto. Nanto using lovely skill there to push forward. There's no one up, so he's going to have to go alone, it looks like. Nanto cuts it back, whips it in. Bamford shoots, and he's forced Meslier to save. It was clever from Nanto to pull it back and pass it, because Bamford was completely unmarked, but he didn't put it in the corner, Bamford, and it was an easy save for Edison to make. And now Man City can push forward. Erling Haaland is very much caught us here. Voba, can he get across? And it's slid in by Voba. What a tackle from Leeds United's Max Voba. Last-ditch tackle on Erling Haaland, and now he's starting the attack into McKennie, into Greenwood. If we score from this, it's from Max Voba into Bamford, who turns his man and shoots, and it's saved, but it's fallen to Nanto, and we do score as Man City were pushing for that equaliser at the other end. We get Bamford misses the initial shot after we break away through Sam Greenwood. Bamford misses the initial shot. He does well to turn his man, but it's a poor finish. Edison pushes it out only as far as Nanto, who shoots and gets a goal. I don't know how many Nanto scored this season, but it hasn't been many. But thank you, Max Voba, because that is down to him. It's gone from nearly being 2-2 at one end to being 3-1 at the other, and the champions are really struggling here. Meslier. Up to Greenwood, up to Bamford. Bamford running through, and Bamford is through now. I don't know what is happening with this City defence, but Patrick Bamford is through on goal here, and it's only Edison to beat, and he does beat him, and he does score. Patrick Bamford, it's 4-1 against Manchester City. I do not have a clue what has happened here, but Man City are playing absolutely awfully. In this game, half of the fans have gone home, and we're only on the hour mark. Bamford goes around the keeper and chips it home high into the net, but we lead the champions 4-1 in what has been an absolute capitulation. Well, Somerville cuts in. They're so open as Greenwood now is the one looking to run onto a ball that he's not tall enough to win the header. Adams plays it out to Nanto, who fancies a volley from the edge of the box, but it's gone wide off the post. And we will now make our first substitutes of the game. Patrick Bamford, he can stay on. Greenwood will drop him back for Adams, and we'll just play that. Perkins in the cam, and then we'll give Brendan some minutes on the right as well. And then also just bring on Rodrigo, because no, we'll let Bamford have the full 90 actually, because he's played really well, and we'll give Holding some minutes for for in the. Do we get minutes in the CDM? No. We'll move Cock into CDM and then play Holding at right centre back. But 3 changes in what has been a remarkable performance. Hopefully, these guys can carry on what the others in the team have done. The absolutely remarkable stuff from all of the guys today. Incredible. Haaland plays it into Walker. City having a bit more success here right at the end. Haaland shoots and Leslie is there again. No clinical finishing in that Man City side today, as we will bring on Jack Harrison for Willie Nonto. Corner then to Man City. Patrick Bamford, 5 shots to Haaland's 4. I think Bamford scored 3. Get Bamford in at City. And Bamford is breaking away again. He's not got much energy left. However, he's still driving forwards. He's got no support in the box. And apart from Perkins at the back post, who shoots. And Perkins gets on the score sheet. And it is 5 against Manchester City. An absolute battering here of the champions. I do not know what has gone on at the Etihad today, but we are absolutely dreaming. 5-1 against Man City. Patrick Bamford with an assist this time. Perkins with another goal in what has been an emphatic start to this career mode for him. But incredible stuff. A 5-1 win for a team that's barely won all season. Absolutely incredible. And Pep does not know what to do with himself in this one. Remarkable stuff. Away, but this will be the last action of the game as Haaland tries to get Man City a consolation goal as he plays it out to Silva, and then we've cleared it again. Koch, win the follow-up, Koch, win the follow-up, and it's headed, and Meslier saves it. It's hit well there, but I think it was Alvarez, but Man City just cannot score today. They have had an absolute howler, and the Etihad is nearly empty, literally is the Etihad, as Brendan Aronson flicks it on. I don't know what that was from Brendan, maybe getting a bit complacent there, but the referee is blown up. And we have won 5-1 away at the champions. What a performance. I don't know why there's barely any fans in the away end, because those fans should be staying right till the very end to see that performance. The best performance of the entire career mode by a long way. A massive victory. And we win 5-1 against Manchester City. Incredible stuff. What a performance that was then. 5-1 against Manchester City. Only the best team in possibly the world. And we have just beaten them 5-1 away from home. What a performance that was from the boys. They should be extremely proud of themselves for putting in what is quite possibly the best performance of the entire career mode so far. Absolutely incredible stuff. But now we have transfer deadline day, and I do want to sign a striker. So it's between Gyökeres and Broja. Broja is a little bit more expensive, but then also a little bit more a little bit better. However, I'm going to look to sign Gyökeres. I want him for 9 million, even though he's worth a bit more than that. But they have accepted 9 million, so we are going to hopefully get Gyökeres now, as long as he doesn't want outrageous wages. So we offer him rotation. He wants important. I'll accept that because he is young and he is a good striker. 4-year contract. No release clause, just tie him down to that contract. Don't let him leave too early. 25 grand wage to make up for the bonus that he will not be getting. And we sign him. So Victor Gyökeres is a Leeds United player, Coventry striker, of course, top striker in the Championship. He's now a Leeds United player, which is really, really good stuff there then for Victor Gyökeres. Signing for Leeds, 9 million, and they said, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they said this was an F-rated transfer, or a D-rated transfer, which is absolutely ridiculous. I got him for cheaper than what his asking price was, and he's a top striker who's very young. He won't come straight into the starting lineup because Bamford is on fire after that Man City game, of course. But he will feature throughout the second half of the season. But yeah, the transfer deadline day, Somerville transfer offer. We do not want to be selling Somerville because he's one of our best players. But yeah, we'll just fast forward through deadline day now, and hopefully we can get through it. We're not signing anyone else. However, a bit of a dilemma here. Strauch's release clause of 14.7 million has been triggered in what is not ideal for us. However, I am going to let him go. I'm not going to try and quickly negotiate with a new contract with him to to void the release clause, so I'm just going to let Strout go if he wants to. If he wants to stay, he can, but he's not really featured too much so far, and he probably won't feature much. And Dallas as well. Now, a transfer offer from West Ham. He is another player who's not featuring that much, so I might just try and bump this up a bit, and then he will also be going, which isn't he wasn't a player I was going to sell. Stuart Dallas, of course, one of the original people who did get us up. It would be nice to keep players like that. However, I did manage to get it up a little bit. He's not featuring in my plans, so why not let him go? Hopefully he'll get a bit more game time. As Pascal Struijk, without much game time, without much sadness really, does go, because he barely played a minute in this career mode. He's played a couple of games in the Cup, but other than that, he's barely played, especially with the addition of Holding. We don't really need him. That was the one where it gave me an F. I don't know why it gave me an F. 14.7 million when he's worth 9.7 is pretty ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. Stuart Dallas leaves the club as well. So Pascal Struijk and Stuart Dallas have both left the club. Both I did not want to sell, however, both did go. There's not much you can do about it. 14.7 I probably would have accepted as just a normal bid for Struijk, because I think that is massively good price. For him, Dallas I got an A for, which is always good. And Bamford is not going anywhere with the form he's on. I'd need at least 20 million to let him go, which no one is going to give me. And that concludes deadline day. So there you have it. That is the squad we are now going to be going for. Let's just get rid of all these transfer offers, and we can just look in the academy now. But yeah, that is a squad we're stuck with now for the rest of the season, and we've got a massive cup final coming up after I don't know what episode it'll be in, but it's against Man City. They did get through in the end against Newcastle, which we always fought 3-1 win. That is on my mind constantly when playing this career mode now, because that is a massive game for the club if we can get through that. But yeah, just looking at the academy, because I haven't checked in a while, and just releasing a few players who are not going to be the standard that we want, and then of course looking if there's anyone ready to be promoted, which there is actually a couple of players who are about there. So we're gonna have to look at. We are probably going to sell a lot of players, thin the squad down, send a few out on loan in the summer window. But it's summer is where you have the big clear outs and a lot of people brought in. Of course, as long as we stay in the league, we will get a lot of money for it. But yeah, we've got a second half of the season to contend with, and at the start we have Luis Sinisterra ready to rejoin from the first team. So hopefully, starting next episode, he will be able to come into the team, which would be massive for us. I mean, we've done very well without him. I think when he got injured, we were in the relegation battle, and now we have Welker of that, so a bit less pressure off him, because we were a bit reliant on him before. But he is not ready to come back in this game, but he will come back in one of the following games. But yeah, that is the team we're going to pick. Garcados will not make the bench after all, so he is going to have to sort of sit the first one out, not travel with the squad to Ellen Road for the first time. We'll unveil him to the crowd, but that is the team we're going for to play Leicester. Let's go then for the second game of the episode against Leicester. After a long transfer window comes to a close, we are stuck with this squad now. However large or small it may be, however good it or poor it may be, we are now with this squad until at least the summer window. A couple of players have gone, a couple players have come in. Gyökeres has entered the fold. Rob Holding has already made his debut and settled in. Stuart Dallas, one of the class of 2019 who got us promoted, has sadly had to leave to go to fellow Premier League club West Ham. And of course, Pascal Struijk, who never really found his feet under with me in charge. He never really got his chance. However, he has now left. But it's a good squad, and I believe we can do good things in the second half of the season. But it starts here at home against Leicester. Let's see what we can do. Leicester pushing forwards. Firpo looking over the top. Maddison. Firpo can't make the tackle. Avila plays it out to Tielemans plays it into Barangua, who shoots, but must is an easy save for him. Firpo, poor there from Firpo, but Boba's there again. Boba's always there. Boba, he's needed this time, and he hasn't done it, and they've scored. And out of seemingly nothing, James Maddison scores, and Leicester take the lead, coming off the back of that massive win against Man City. Maybe we're feeling a bit cocky, and Maddison has taken advantage of that. Their first real opportunity of the game, it's up from Firpo, who doesn't make the tackle and then gives the ball away. Boba makes the tackle, and Firpo gave it away, leaving him out of position. So then there's a massive gap that Maddison exploits, and the away end is going absolutely mental. 1-0 to Leicester inside 20 minutes. This has not been a good start to the game for us. Oh, and Somerville done really well there to beat Thomas. I'm looking for an instant reply here. Somerville running forward, shoots low, and it's just saved by Everson there. The way he was diving, it sort of looked like he wasn't gonna get there for a second, but he did in the end. But we do have a corner. I need to change this because I don't like having McKennie on the corners because he's tall. So I like him in there around the keeper. Greenwood whips it in. Bamford that leaps high, but it's over the bar and out for a goal kick. And Bamford can break away with it now, but Greenwood has picked it up from Bamford, but he's not got much support. The only option is to go wide, stretch the Leicester back line, and Greenwood's cut inside, and he's done just that. This is really good stuff from Greenwood. He whips it in, plays it back out to Firpo, and probably his last action of the game. Flicks it out, and hopefully we can get a corner for that, but no, Christian Firpo has just had it booted against him, so we don't get the corner. Leicester lead 1-0 at half time, and Junior Firpo is getting subbed off. That's all I can think about, just getting him off the pitch. He's booked, he's having a howler of the game, so he's going to come off. We'll move Wober out to right back, to left back, sorry, holding into the centre back role. And yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Only the one change at half time, but we need a goal in the second half to level things up. Here come Leicester. Cock beaten, holding on the far side, beaten, and it's a shot and it's off the bar, but no one's in the follow-up, but it's offside, and we have been let off there very much. A goal for us would switch this game on its head. However, we have very much been let off there because they have dominated us throughout this game, but somehow we are still level. It's Tielemans who shoots first, and it is just off. Cock on the far side, nearly playing him on. And we will now make a substitute because we need to switch things up. Greenwood is playing quite well, so we'll keep him on. Rodrigo can get some minutes. Jack Harrison will bring him on out on the left because Somerville is actually causing quite a bit of damage on the right. I do want to keep Greenwood on though because he's playing well. So maybe Perkins will just have to wait for a late appearance as Bamford comes off Rodrigo and the substitutes do come into effect. And here come Leicester pushing forward. Hopefully we can put in a tackle and just see this through. It's a good dive from Adams to slow them down, but it's not done. It's not good enough clearly because here come Leicester pushing forward. Madison, the scorer of the first goal, plays it back out to Florentino, who is a new signing, and he's cut inside and he's nearly scored for Leicester City. And I do not know how this is 1-0 because they have absolutely battered us in this game. Perkins comes on, looking to hopefully he can get himself another goal and secure us a point in this game, however much we don't deserve it. Back out to Cock. It's now or never, boys. We've got to get this now, or we will leave here with nothing. Perkins back out to Somerville. Back into Perkins. Oh, and FaZe is there again. Been the menace of this game for us. It's a physical tackle there from Tyler Adams. Maybe the referee being a bit lenient there. It's played over the top for Sonny Perkins with a diving header. And it's saved by Everson, and that will surely be the last act of the game. We probably don't deserve anything from it. And the referee does blow his whistle, and we lose 1-0 off the back of being hammered. The hammering City, 5-1. We lose at home to Leicester. It's a tragic affair for Leeds United with the new signings just coming in, and we lose 1-0 in what was a disappointing performance overall. We need to improve, boys, for the next outing. That is the end of this episode then, guys. 1 win, 1 loss. A loss against Leicester is not ideal, but that will be the last action of the episode. I won the lost. Garcaros is not happy at all from being left out, but he's not going to come in over a Patrick Bamford who's scoring goals for fun right now. So yeah, you're going to have to sit out Victor. I don't like that if he's going to be getting moody because he don't play. But that was the end of this episode. That Man City game we'll remember for a long time, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.